Sick fucks and polite lowlifes. Check this, Mad Dog Entertainment YouTube channel. When I be on the mic, I'm a spitter of venom. Never budging grudges, I'm as bitter as lemon. Step in the booth and unfold spiffs. The blood runs cold from these untold truths about this one cold youth. Coming out the woodwork, whipple fingers up. Being such a jerk, hitting home runs with the shit that I bring. You better run home when I bada swing. This mindless mind state is making a statement. Curb stomping skulls till I'm breaking the pavement. Ass kicking ass like there's got no moral compass. You lads are ass fake as Forrest Gump is my accomplice, and we came the mosh pit and send the boy from Frostbit back in time to Auschwitz. Oh shit, raw shit like a sushi roll. Popping cups and pop rappers, fucking tushy holes. If you're a sick fuck that's got shit for brains, if you're a sick fuck that likes slitting fiends, if you're a sick fuck that likes hitting wains, if you're a sick fuck that's gone a bit insane, if you're a sick fuck drive your car off a bridge, if you're a sick fuck keep body parts in your fridge, if you're a sick fuck strangle some kittens. Only sick fucks relate to or spitting. Uncensored. It's Sunday. You know what that means. What's happening, folks? That there rabbit done there for you was taken from me and Alexander's new song, our group Impolite Lowlifes. We've just put out a new tune, Sick Fucks. You can find that on the Mad Dog Entertainment YouTube channel. There will be a link to it in the description below, so yeah, check that out. Also, I want to give a good shout out to my mate Gareth Boyd, who's been helping me with editing this week. You'll probably notice a few tweaks here and there as the show progresses, so yeah, big up Gareth. Big up my guest this week, Devious. Thanks for coming on the show, mate. We got something a bit spontaneous, a bit last minute, but it turned out really well. We got chatting about his backstory, about what music he's got out at the minute, what music he's got coming soon. So yeah, really good interview. You'll enjoy this one, folks. And on top of that there, we've got Big Dom from the O2E8 doing a song, Spud's Tale, for Track of the Week. I thought it'd be fitting to get this here song after chatting about it last week with Conway. So yeah, check it out. Big Don, O2E8, Spud's Tale.
Used to love the cops, but now I'm loud like Rick and Morty. Skip this music story, I'm not just rapping, I'm telling story. Used to love the cops, but now I'm in the loud like Rick and Morty. You skip this music story, I'm not just rapping, I'm telling story. I've been keeping her lit since keeping her lit equipped, keeping her spliff, smell hit in the pocket, zip just like the lips loose. Won't sink ships and boats, but you won't find a hole in my armada. Not her never send her rada, but not in the group of cards. That's a boy, shin and clown, know the crack saying now. If you hear it's not a bond, it's ain't a gasolina lads. Under the influence overstand, in pursuit of a covert plan, like I'm driving a stolen van. Black clouds on that show my hand. I'm just an ordinary man like Christy, yeah. Seen on next, but I said that I miss me. Back and ready to pop like Rice Krispies. Like Snoop Dogg will be rapping in my 50s. Black on black with a cap of the shifty. Blunt in the oven until it gets crispy. See, patience is key, but basically don't be waiting for dreams. Raise your feet and gather a speed and get what you need. Where's job or degree, a smoke or a feed. Slang at your back of your weed. By any means, you know what I mean. Ain't always as it seems. Paid and afraid it was skint at the start of the week. Banged on slow, credit weak. No surrender, no retreat. No accepting defeat, they'll always land on my feet. Black sheep, hobble the road downhill from a tree. Started rapping, Irish hip hop, that's what's happening. Pull 'em out to get the bag like Mary Poppins. Used to laugh with Casper, now I'm loud like Rick and Morty. Skip this music story, I'm not just rapping, I'm telling story. Used to laugh with Casper, now I'm in the lab like Rick and Morty. You skip this music story, I'm not just rapping, I'm telling story. Now I got a mouth called Spud, Dean Mellon says it's a pub. That's me knowing the cops pull up and he's the first one to hear my new stuff. Me and we spuddy like the dastard Liam Muttley feels that rhythm. Like the catch that pigeon, nice buzz missing. Probably out trying to find bitches coming through like I have the boneless. Can't get through to me like you're phoneless. I'm thinking it'd be like your tone deaf bar, shutting out the big bones. Osteoporosis, most don't know this, cause I've been sleeping in the bed like roses. Man need focus, need to be ready at a moment's notice to go over like hocus pocus. Got that hunger and fucking choking. You girl heard me rock like fuck soaking. When I'm about, smells always potent. To Rick a joint like I want the Devious and stroke the weed and bucky, no need for a coke fix. Up all night on a tonic when I wrote this, breaking brown my closest, rapping, smoking, I shake out with roaches. Give it raw and real, tall and pale. Show more scale, a dog's tail. When there is up on the scale, never give up even if I fail. On a train, you can't derail. Showing emotions on a track, like a dog's tail when he gets attacked. I'm on the hunt, I'm on the attack. I'm aiming straight for the target, snack like Annie, with from with the pack. Boys from school, it's got my back. Trying to see cars with that like Jack. Missed if he goes, but let if he shows. But taller up at home, and sofa stone in my zone. Coming over raps and spits his eggs, I strap less. But I say spots in a mattress. Jude Law when I'm hot less. 17 degrees, I'm topless. In the pot here, say with a split. Few spits in a blue whip. While I'm cruising with Lewis. Smell we do you prove it? Them fine names will move it.
Yeah, that was Spud's Tale by Big Don from the O28. If you want to check out the music video for that song, you can find the link to it in the description below. I would really recommend it. It's a great video. I just want to get into what's been going on this week in Irish hip hop. So the first thing I'll get into is Roscoe Sauce's new tune, Spring in Beijing. Mate, there are some cracker bars in that. It's a really nice vibe, really nice beat, and I love the song overall. Great job on that, Roscoe. And we've also got a new song from Das and Ben's, Work Hard, which is a fitting title because he's one of the hardest working people in the scene. It's a really good tune, you should check that out on Das's SoundCloud. And also, Coley B also dropped a song there called Panic Attack. The song's a heartfelt message about having anxiety, and you'll be able to check that out on his Bandcamp page. So yeah folks, a hell of a lot of new music this week, hell of a lot of new music. Another person that's got some new music out is my guest this week, Devious. He's just dropped a song called Recreational Medicine, and he's going to be chatting with us about that song very soon after he spits a few bars here for us.
Yo, what's good, Uncensored? It's Devious here. Shout out to Jsin for getting me on. Shout out Mad Dog Entertainment. I'm going to spit some bars here a cappella. Fuck a beat. Money isn't everything, but it buys you anything. It can't buy happiness though, but it can buy diamond rings, so that's basically the same thing in this world that we all live in, because women love diamonds, so does that mean we can buy women? But does that define happiness, all this money and women? All this materialism got us all stuck in the prison while we at war with ourselves, but nobody's winning, because if you're happy doing something, then you're probably sinning. But let's take it back to the beginning. Can you Adam and Eve? There's such a thing as religion. I'm talking real now. Now what the fuck is religion? You call me crazy for believing there could be aliens invading? Paleontology proven of the dinosaurs ruling, but never once in these books do they say that they do it. By the books I mean the Bible. The reason for some of the rivals, the reason I'm in denial is because I have that decision. Well, I blame the world that we live in. Mother Earth that gives birth to these feminist women. They have these bastard children because their daddy gonna leave them, because nothing lasts forever and it doesn't need a reason. Peace.
What's happening, mate? Thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, bro. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. It's a great thing you're doing here, man. It's very beneficial towards the scene for artists and fans, and yeah, I salute you guys.
Thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate it. It's just fun to do, you know, getting conversations with everybody, you know.
Yeah. That's just that, man. Especially with today's times, man, where we're all sort of housebound. It's a perfect time to sort of to get it going, give people something to do, something to see.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, you know, can't do gigs or anything at the minute, so at least we can still sort of communicate and do something productive at the same time. The first thing I wanted to get into was a lot of people didn't know you were making music back in the day.
Yeah, so we'll go into a bit of my backstory then. Yeah, so basically, as far as the scene's concerned, I just popped up last year.
Yeah.
And started dropping some music out of nowhere and started doing gigs out of nowhere, but really I've been doing this shit half my life. Started actually rapping in a collective. I used to be called Delirious.
Delirious?
I was called Delirious at the start. Then I changed it to Deliberate. And then I changed it to Devious. And whenever I come back into rapping this time around, I was thinking about going 3D. You know, because it was all the D's and the names. It was quite apparent, but I just stuck with Devious because it was quite original.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2006 we formed a collective called M1P. Shout out Diaz and shout out Timmy Brown for the OG members. And well, that's where it began for me. We rapped for a few years, bedroom rappers on the Bebo. You know.
Aye, mate, that's taking it back like.
That's it, man. We had the Bebo groupies going and all, and it was literally like, you know, it was so much easier then. We had our own
There'll be like young
Bebo
people
pages.
listening, like going, "What's Bebo?" Like it was like, "Is this Facebook before Facebook?"
Yeah, guys. Shout out to all yous that show me Bebo love. You know, sharing Bebo love to your boys every day. But then it was like the Facebook came along and fucking shit all over us, let's just say.
Yeah. How did that come about? Like, were you always mates, or were you like, did you just meet because of music, or?
It was the music, 100% the music, which is what formed the bonds between us. Because obviously I was in the rap, man, from I was like 13, man. You know, was the fucking the goat, the white man that get everyone into rap. It was Eminem. I started fucking memorizing all his songs, and you know, by the time I was 16, I was aiming on. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And, that was it. Like, and I remember 17. I was telling my
Some
mates
Devious.
17, 18. Oh yeah, that's it. I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper when I'm older, and they're like, I dead on, like, you know, and so I sort of I forgot about it for a while until I moved to Portadown when I was about 20, 21, and I was always freestyling on the weekends when we're drinking and rapping Eminem, and whenever I met rap friends that were looking to rap, and then we were like, that was it, the bomb was created, and we created a little rap group, and we were making songs together, and when we were making music at the very start, we were just making music with each other, talking about stuff, you know, like talking about topics, talking about things, you know, and after you were sort of getting bored of what to write about, it was like, right, fuck it, let's diss people, you know what I mean?
Aye.
We're running out of stuff to write about. There's only so much weed and parties you can write about, you know, and like I said, well, we're just having fun with it, so that was the angle we sort of went for a while, and we started doing diss tracks for a while, and then we
Like-
all sort of fell out.
Yeah. How did that happen?
You know, life happens, man.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just-
one person has a child, and then somebody else, you know, like the maybe lose a job or move away, or you know, shit just happens.
Yeah,
and
it's just stuff spirals.
yeah, that was it. So we all sort of over time went our separate directions, and so like for me, I thought I'll always sort of like I wrote little pieces, but I stopped making music for probably 10 years, almost 10 years, and sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, one thing I was going to say to you was just like, see, since you have stopped and see since you came back, how do you think like your music's evolved from like Delirious to Devious?
Back then, I made the same mistakes that a lot of rappers sort of make, where it's just all about me. You know, you write narcissistic bars, and you know you're trying too hard. I think, whereas like I feel like because I'm having a second chance at it now, I feel like I've got a story to tell. I'm just writing basically stories about life experience,
Yeah,
and
from
things
the
I
heart.
went through from the heart, and you know I'm writing it in poem and putting it into song, and people are relating to that a lot more. You know, before I was just writing that typical. You know, I mean, a lot of people try to write relevant Northern Irish raps, you know, that are relevant, and the rap fans are going to love it, but it's the demographic that, I mean, it's the people that don't really like rap
It's
that
the,
aren't
it's the
even
way
gonna
you do
listen.
it too. Like I see a lot of people, you know, and they rap about their life and they wear their heart on the sleeve, but like there's a way to do it. There's a way where it becomes stereotypical, and there's a way where I can actually feel this is coming from you.
Yeah, exactly. Like whenever, yeah, if you're writing, I hear what you said about stereotypical, where they're trying to pull at the heartstrings about a certain thing, whereas if you're just being honest and telling the truth,
Yeah.
and somebody says like, "Fuck, that's real," and you know, I've never heard it from that perspective before, and you know, and for me, it's like, well, it's like being a sufferer of anxiety and you know, depression and stuff in the past, and it's just like it's a way of like venting. I think I'm able to these things I love to say, and you know, some maybe just that right instrumental triggers that emotion at
Yeah,
the
mate.
time, and you just before you know it, you've made a song, and you know it's relatable to
It
people
pulls
because
it pulls this like negative energies that's within you, puts them into something positive, something
creates a positive, yeah,
you know,
man.
something
Yeah.
constructive. It's a way to channel, like for me, like anger. Like I can vent on a track and be aggressive on a track, and then the real life me, it takes that anger that would be inside me and puts
Yeah.
it into something that people can actually listen to and enjoy, rather than just
I
going off
using
on
that
one.
energy and flipping it instead of like letting it weigh you down. You know, you get on the other side of it and fucking get behind it and push that energy and sort of put it into something positive, and
Yeah,
it
make
makes it
something
that
out
much
of it.
more prominent. So it does really. But yeah, that's how much I've sort of changed then from back then. From back then it was like fuck you, it's me, and now I'm just trying to saying here's me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still write those like battle type bars. You know, I think that's why I'd be called Devious because I'm like a double-edged sword. I'll be an absolute gentleman, but if we need to go to war, then I've got bars for days.
Yeah, man.
but,
Somebody stabs you in the back, you'll pull the knife out and stab them back.
Yeah, that's it. Like you know, but when it comes to being like a realist, like you know, I don't fight fire with fire. You fight fire with water. You know, you put that shit out and fucking end it, like because. That's I take that from Akala, man. You know, Akala the Dawn. That's his lyrics. I didn't come up with that philosophy, like, but
What was it that actually brought you back to music? Like, what was the moment you were like, damn, I need to start doing this again?
there was a couple of sort of we'll call catalysts for it. Shout out to Rockstar. Shout out to Shambles Boy.
Yeah.
Both them guys played a part in their own in their own ways. Like I said, because I never sort of figured about rapping. I was always the freestyle rapper on the parties and all. You know, that's my party trick. Like, just get up and start spitting off the top freestyles, or I'd start spitting some things that I've been writing. But it just had went off. I fell off with making music, and met Rockstar over in fucking Magaluf one weekend, and sort of he was working over there, and I was spitting bars up and down the strip for free shots, drunk and fucking stripping, just doing my thing, like. And I'd actually inspired him and motivated him. That's where the custom records came from after that, if you know what I mean. And he'd inspired me, and also like through the medium of Facebook. That's where I discovered there was a whole big scene there, you know, because it was like through the custom records thing and through then just looking more, you know, into the whole thing, because there was other pages then started to pop up, and we started realising, fuck, there's an Irish hip hop page, you know, fucking shout out to all like IHH ones, and fucking basically shout out to everyone in the IHH scene at the minute. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so fucking blessed to be a part of it. I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, man, it's blossoming, like.
Man, I've been waiting for this my whole life, man. I swerved down, man, and now it's fantastic. And then like it's probably through the medium of social media that it's all been.
Yeah, it was
possible.
Social media was the turning point. Like, I can tell you, 2015, Steve Logg started the Irish Hip Hop Forum, and everybody just started putting their music in, and you were hearing, like, here's these dope guys from the Northwest, and then, like, next thing you know, a couple of years later, there's Shane Dean, Sustenance, the DBMCs, Jay Sutton's dropping this, and then here's these dope guys from Belfast, ODC, and
yeah, here, and that's
Android,
another one, man.
you
Shout
know-
out to Shane Dean as well, man. He invited me up to one of his open mics in Bannigan's, and I travelled up there, and that was whenever they brought the fucking squad up, and that was the first time I got on the mic and spat any of the bars I'd been writing. When I had, you know, after a few months, I decided I'm getting back into the rap. This is it. I started speaking to people, you know, over time, and you know that's why I had to give a wee shout out to Shane Dean, because after
I remember seeing that, because I wouldn't have knew you personally, but I would have known Devious a bit more. And I remember seeing on his Facebook, like, yo, these boys are up at Bennigan's with the Northwest boys. This is lethal.
That was it, man. It was dope, and when I got there, it was inspirational and motivational too, because it was like I had to travel 2 hours just to do this, and it was like, right, fuck it, I need to do shit on my doorstep, you know. So after that, I went and found a open mic that was in Portadown, and like it's in the Millennium Courts Art Centre. There you go. And I turned up there where there was a bunch of, we'll say, bohemians and artists alike, with guitars, and you know, they were up to doing their own little bits and pieces, and
just people from all different musical backgrounds.
Yes, and then this little thing had been going on for years, and I turned up as a rapper, and I was like, hey guys, my name's Alan, I go by Devious, I'm a rapper. I'd done 3 songs there and that was sort of, I got feedback from a bunch of strangers that weren't fans of rap, and they were like, did you write those lyrics? And I was like, great songs, you know, and that was sort of like...
You'll find that too, like, I've noticed, like, if you do certain, like, open mics where, I remember doing, like, a poetry jam, which I suppose it ties in a bit, but, like, you'll find people from different backgrounds that are quite surprised at how much they actually like rap when they hear it in a live setting.
I hear you, man, and like that's another thing I learned too with the songwriting is to sort of tune into that demographic. You sort of need to be writing real stuff for people to relate to it, because if you're just going to try to write, you know, rhyming words like with your buck fast and, you know, I don't know, man, you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to relate to the wrong demographic.
Yeah, it's all right in doses, but like too, if you can't write a song, like I remember doing that poetry jam at Flags, and it was like I got through in the next round of like this poetry tournament, and I wasn't even supposed to be in it. So it was like, what the hell, man? It's like people can actually, you know, relate to what we do. Whenever people can relate to what we do that aren't even a fan of what we do, you know, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I feel that, man. And so it's like you need that. I need validation from strangers over validation from your friends and family, because you think they're going to give you that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it takes for a bunch of strangers to go, here, that's good, man. You know, if you anything else they can hear, and you're like, oh yeah, what about that? You know, and then it's like the more positive feedback you get, to me, that's the motivation. Especially now, coming around it now, like, I mean, I've got my own business and all, so the music, it's a hobby, it's my passion, but it's a hobby that I have fun with, and the reward is the feedback, the positive feedback, and, you know, just sort of...
Yeah, like, for me too, like, whenever I make a song, people liking it, that's a bonus.
Ah, mate, That's what it's about. That's the pay. That's the payment.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's not enough. Like you want credits, like you want coin. But right now, like we're all just recording out of our bedroom. So what do you expect to get? You know. But I mean, for a start, I'll take kudos all day long, and hopefully just try to grow from here. But right now, I'm having fun. Yeah, making songs, and people are enjoying them, and that's it. Like.
I'll tell you one thing I really want to get into, right? So we talked about number one priority, and we talked about Rockstar. How did you team up with Shambles?
Boom, yeah, beautiful. That was at the Bannigan's gig.
Yeah.
I turned up to the Bannigan's gig. Shambles Boy was also performing there as well, so that was the first time we'd ever seen each other perform.
Yeah.
And
So
met
that
each
ties
other.
in with the Shane Dean show.
That tied in with the Shane Dean show, so yeah, shout out to all the boys there again. But it was after that we sort of befriended each other and got chatting over time. And he was telling me that he got invited to go take part of his Rappers Full and go and do a battle down in Dublin. And I was 100% supportive of him and behind him. And I said, I'll come down with you, man. You know, fucking, I'd love to see you doing that, and you know, to come down and just.
I didn't know Shambles battled, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, that was where the sort of the bond started for us, because I sort of backed him up and went down with him in that battle, and he probably not want me to say this, like, but he was a bit nervous and needed the support. The support there, and you know, we had a fucking great time. We fucking had a great night. Fucking Boiler was down there, shout out Boiler. He was down there for the night, and we had a wild fucking night on the fucking town in Dublin, and fucking slept in the car overnight, standard, and then, you know, we had our fucking separate journeys the next day. You know, living that rockstar lifestyle, bro. But it was after that there that he then got invited going down to Limerick to do a gig down there for the Rappers Comp Ireland.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scotty there for that one, and all the boys down there, and fucking Costello's Milk Market, Simple Music, all that.
Yeah, them boys are great.
Yeah, man. So I got invited down there and to do a gig there. Shambles Boy asked me did I want to do a joint slap for him with him. It was a headline slap, and I had these 4 songs there that I was working on. You know, because it was, like I said, I was trying to develop a lot of music and get ready to go into the scene. And so before you know it, I was doing a gig, and then from then we were like, there needs to be more of this in the north, you know. And obviously, there already is stuff going on in the north, obviously. Shout out to Elixir, you know what I mean? Shout out to Skank FM, shout out all the boys doing their thing. There already was stuff happening, but obviously you need to be somewhat established as an artist, and, you know, sort of get invited to these things. So I was like, well...
It's just grabbing the brass ring, you know.
That
you
was
see
it.
people
like,
on the open mics, and it's like, it's not going to be given to you. You just got to fucking take it.
You got to fucking take it. So we were like, right, well, we said to them boys down there, we could bring a bunch of boys from the north that aren't getting gigs in the north down to the south. What do you think about that? We're like, right, sound, but we had to build up from the ground up. So, you know, we were trying to keep everything minimal. The first couple of times I pumped money into everything we done. Rented cars, I paid for fuel, and kept all the prices down for people, because we were trying to get artists to come down and perform for free. But they just basically, what an artist wants is a platform to go and perform their music, so they can get some feedback, so they can get some footage, so they can get some photos, so they can build their own portfolio. And if people aren't they're not getting invited to gigs, they can't do that. So we were just trying to create something for ourselves and create something for everyone, that it was a whole thing that all of us benefited out of, and there was no financial gain out of it. If anything, it cost a lot of money, but over the year, the momentum went, and you know, we started to break down borders, and you know, had the second breaking down borders down in Pharmacia, and it was a fucking dope event. There was artists from all over the country at it, and again, like, those things that all happened just from, as you said, taking the bull by the horns and being hungry and wanting somewhere to perform, and we just realised that, you know, there's more ways to do it, and we actually, you know, like I said, there was no animosity there. We had good relationships with Elixir and all them. Shout out Gilmore and all them boys. Like, Andy, shout out to Andy as well. But, you know, we actually approached them as looking to work with them. We knew that this thing was bigger than us. Yeah. And we just, things just fell on our lap.
Things just escalated. Like,
things literally fell on our lap.
There's a couple of people that couldn't get gigs, and now it's like, whoa, this is like one of the biggest hip hop events that have ever happened, you know, in this country.
And it fell on our lap, man, because we just decided we were going to do it. We put on the fucking gig in Donegal, and that was Breaking Nine Borders Part 1, and we fucking put on Costello, we put on fucking Jsin, we put on a fucking Luke. We put on all the boys, like, basically, Skate and all. I can't shout out, but when I'm going to leave people out, I said I wasn't going to shout out anyone because I'm going to end up leaving people out. But we basically put on that show just to give ourselves somewhere and everyone else somewhere to perform. And then next thing you know, a fella I know was working with the venue where we put on Breaking Down Borders. And the first one, I'm not going to mention the venue's name, but shout out to Jackie in that one.
Yeah.
And it just fell on our lap where it was like, there's a fucking building that needs something new. You just want to put rap in it. And I goes, dude, fucking, we've got the fucking shit here. Let's make it happen. And next thing you know, bang. You know, that's why we went to the lecture and all, because we knew, like, fuck, this is bigger than us, man. You know, and let's get all the fucking everyone from the scene involved in this. Let's make this thing beautiful, man. And just, we're not even going to make ourselves headlines. We'll put ourselves in the bottom and just be humble about it and fucking get everyone else up there. They all deserve the spot, man. You know, we just wanted to be part of it and build it and fucking. You know, here we are, man. You know, it's the year later, and I'm talking to you. Oh, did it disappear there?
Aye, just for a split second, but that's it all good again.
Yeah. So basically, all those things was brought us till today.
Yeah, it's like your
a
baby,
dream.
you know, because like you've put together this here, you know, wonder show, like, and you know,
It's like, what's next sort of thing. But yeah, it was all just about carrying on with what we were doing. We didn't know where we were going with it even till today. Making music really and trying to get shows for us all the.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Like, I never got to it. Do you know the idea? The idea reminded me of like Comic-Con, but for rap.
Yes, mate. Yes.
That's exactly what it made me think of.
Well, it was basically what it was let's take the creme de la creme. I mean, let's put. We wanted to reach out to anyone that more than just rappers would like. Do you know what I mean? That you could appreciate. I mean, like, non-rap fans can appreciate the fucking best.
Yes.
And so we were trying to get the best that we felt like, come on and put on a good show and fucking people are going to like. And, you know, just basically create a fucking good environment for anyone, basically. And that's just what happened. Like, everyone had a great night. It was sick. And, you know, long may it last.
Yeah, man. One thing I want to get into is you just dropped a new single, Recreational Medicine.
Yes, mate. Yes, just dropped that on SoundCloud there on 420.
Yeah, mate.
Tried to do it at 420, and I'm last minute and all, and like I do things, I get them done, but there's no plan. I'll just fire it up
get them
there,
done
so
in your time.
I decided the day before that I was going to put that track up. I hadn't even recorded it yet, and sat up recording it the night before, and lo and behold, the next morning I didn't like it, so I re-recorded it again and sent it over to DJ Catherine, shout out to Catherine, and he got it sent back to me at 4:19. He was right, get it uploaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, Recreational Medicine, like that's the most recent drop.
Like, how did that song come about? Like, what was the?
Well, obviously, being like I'm a big advocate for medical cannabis, like I use it myself, and it definitely helps with anxiety. Yeah, free to weed and all that, carry on. But I think there's people out there who have a better quality of life with cannabis.
The song isn't your average, you know, 420 song where it's like, yo, blaze it, smoke a.
Yeah,
you know, there's actual, you know.
There's content in it.
Yeah.
I'm quite passionate about it because 3 or 4 of my close friends have all lost their parents, you know, their mother or father, through cancer, and I'm always like, I'm the fucking tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist to a lot of my friends because I'm open minded and, you know, speak out.
Yeah,
And,
mate.
That's just the way I am. So I've done a lot of research, and you know, like there was with the whole Billy Caldwell thing, and you know, there's other kids there that like there's severe autism, severe flipping epilepsy. You know, these little kids that need this medicine to just have a better quality of life. There's people with MS. There's people with, like, I mean, the ailments go on and on. There's Crohn's. There's flipping. Mate, you know yourself, there's a wonderful medicine out there that's been deprived from us because, you know, there's...
Stigma, mate. Stigma, it's like...
They make more money by putting people in jail and, you know, putting in fines in court and all. There's more money to keep it illegal and have you taking the pharmaceuticals and the prescription, so...
It's okay to buy cigarettes, though, you know.
Exactly, man. You know, go and drink that liquor and fags, and we'll give you a prescription tablet that's going to mimic that plant and probably leave you with a load of side effects instead. But, you know, it's sort of, something I was passionate about, and it was due to the date and the time and the significance of the...
Yeah, it was just the right time for it.
It was the best time for it, you know. Obviously, if I had been a bit more structured, I could have put a bit of clout behind it, tried to put a bit of promo or whatever, but it was just like, fuck, it's 420, let's get this 420 song out.
Do you know what I mean too? Like, I done really well. Like, it's doing good numbers. So
Man, I'm overwhelmed. So yeah, big shout out to everyone that's been showing support and playing the track, and I've been absolutely buzzing, man. But yeah,
I'll tell you what, mate. See my personal favorite song.
yeah.
That I'm not crazy. Like, do you remember? I said to you the other week about putting on track of the week. Like, that's
Yes, bro.
It was like that. There was one of the first songs whenever I came up with the concept, the track of the week. It was like, right, I'm either putting this on or Willie G's one.
Yeah, man. Do you know that like a lot of my songs, man? That one there, like I'm getting goosebumps now on my arms. Just talking about it. It's one of my favorites, and I actually genuinely cried whenever I finished the song. Just whenever I like to make a song, and then I'll listen to that song, and then I'll go make that song again and listen back to that song. So
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, you'll
make
look
that
back
song
on that
10
song from
times.
years to come and be like, fuck, that song's so special to me.
Yes, exactly. And plus, I add to it and I take from it each time I make it, and then see once it's finished, I know it's finished because I'll just cry. You know what I mean? Whenever
Yeah.
I'm listening to it, because it'll just be like, that's the one.
That's beautiful too, mate. No, you can have that much like connection to your music.
Yeah, man. It's because
Like
yourself.
emotional investment into it.
Yeah, I'm my own biggest fan and my own worst enemy at the same time. Because like the songs that like I write them and then release them 2 years later, on a whim, last minute just fire them up, and I'll be like, oh, what do you do? You're working so hard for it, and you just fire it up there, and it's just like,
Yeah, mate.
But
Sometimes you have to too, mate. Sometimes you're just fucking itching to get something out.
But yeah, shout out to Shambles Boy, man. He put in fucking tireless hours and fucking effort getting all them tracks out from him, man. And the reason, yeah, all the music was out there was just because after we done that gig in Limerick, and then there was another couple of shows we done in Limerick, and then ended up doing
Yeah.
a couple of the gigs. There was people come back, oh, where can I listen to that? I'm that crazy song or that Lost Thought song. I like that song, and I'm like, you can't, mate. And I'm like, why not? And I'm like, because I'm being such a perfectionist, I didn't want to. I didn't want to record it here, and I didn't want to record it there, and I didn't really anywhere I was going to. I wasn't getting the right sound that I wanted, so I was spending fucking £60 and going to recording here, and I was coming back on nah, and I was going somewhere here, I was recording here, and I wasn't liking it, and I was just being picky about it,
You just wanted it perfect.
And that's why me and Shambles Boy we mixed together, because see, as a producer, he listened to what I'm a picky fucker, and I'm probably annoying to some people, but when it come to the music, I was like, tell him what I needed or what I liked, and he would have went, he got it done, sort of thing. So it was like, fuck, I can work with this guy, but he lived fucking 3 hours drive away, so it was having to drive fucking 3.5 hours to go to his house and record.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, 'cause see, me and Alex, he lives in Dublin.
Yes,
I live
bro.
in Ballyclare, so
You're-
that's a bit of
you're
a
on the
stretch.
same-
But like,
yes,
I'd
man.
rather go to Dublin and work with that guy, and like, he knows exactly my vibe, what I'm going for, and he's honest, and he'll be brutally honest with me, and
Yes, that's exactly it, man. Plus, he's a fan. You know what I mean? So he's only going to ever be honest and be real, and and he loves it as much as you do. So he's going to put in the time to it. So that's why.
Yeah, so the same way you would be with Shambles, like.
Yes, that's why I can't thank him enough. Like we fucking, he put in the hours as much as me, and he put in the hours as much as me, and to get them fucking songs out. It's a beautiful thing, but obviously over a while it was just not as practical, because I'm trying to run a business here, and where I am, and
Yeah,
just.
You're putting food on the table at the same time too, so obviously like the extra set of hands definitely helps.
Not to mention, plus the hours that I was spending driving was more than the hours I was putting in recording. So it was like I could start doing it from home, and fucking those hours I was spending, like a 6 hour journey. That there's my recording over fucking 3 days. You know what I mean? So it was like I need to start doing it from home. So that's where we are now. I sort of finally got my wee setup here, where I can literally just record from.
You need it too with these times, too as well.
Oh, mate, I got so lucky, man.
Like,
I picked up my setup, and shout out Yaz for that one. I picked up my setup, and I got going, and then we got grounded.
Yeah, so you've got it all there now, man. What's the word? Like them people with the bomb shelters,
well, I'm prepared anyway. Let's just say.
Doomsday preppers, you know.
Doomsday preppers.
Forget the bomb shelter. You've got the microphone in the booth, so.
Yes, mate. And it must have took me about 4 weeks before I actually went and used it. You know, because like, you know yourself with the creativity, it's off or on. Sometimes it's never forced with me. If I try to like, the very worst thing was like, I don't know, man, trying to get fucking tagged in something to do and I'm not feeling the beat or I'm not feeling the topic. I can't write something just like that. You know, I have to just write something randomly or. For me, like man. Whenever where it's like you've got forced to have all this.
You need
time,
to have
like,
it like a frame of mind, you know.
Yeah, go make all that music you've got sitting there, and I was just like, nah, it just wasn't feeling it, man. It took me a while to do it, and once I was I'd done the drinking and went live a few times, and I bought playing the PlayStation and awful lot, and then I was like, right, you're a dick, get up there the fuck, you're sitting with all that good quality equipment up there, and all this work that needs to be fucking done, and everyone's sitting at home now. I mean, prepared to listen to it, even if they don't want to. They're gonna fucking give it a spin to get it up out of fuck, you know. So that's what I did. I went up and I recorded fucking, 2 or 3 tracks in one night, and you know, that was the start of it. Like, that's where the music started to come from.
One thing I wanted to ask you, like, see, obviously the term number one priority. What would be your number one priority with your music? The message you'd want to send to people.
Yeah, I like just to inspire people and motivate people. You know, like
yeah.
I'm just hashtagging it now. I aspire to inspire before I expire. Like, that's what I'm about now, because I feel like I wished I had been, given a bit, better of a direction or a fucking whatever.
Like you want to be a role model for like. Younger artists.
Like artists or people. It's not like I'm trying to just reach out to kids. No, for me, it's like I want someone to listen to my song, and maybe learn something from it. Feel that.
Yeah.
Feel that pain or feel that happiness, and like go through the motions.
Relate to it, connect with it, and.
Yeah, that's it. Like sort of. 100%.
Yeah, man. No, I understand completely what you mean. See the way you were saying too. Or. The other week you were doing a live stream.
Yes, bro.
So like, can you talk a little bit about that there? Like, you done what was it, like an hour or something, or?
I know, yeah. The last live stream I done there, it was a 3 hour and 5 minute live stream.
Oh fuck, I got that wrong. See, I only watched a bit of it, but 3 hours, holy fuck, mate.
3 hours and 5 minutes of me up there rap. I deleted it. Like I've done it with every live now. I've discovered where I think it's a good thing to create something like supply and demand. So anytime I do a live now, if it's myself, because usually the lives are spontaneous, last minute. Alan drunk and stoned, and he wants to get on and rap to people.
Yeah.
So I get up there and do an unstructured live show, and there was like near 700 people had viewed it. Before I deleted it down. Now, I don't know what way the views work, if they're just 5 seconds or whatever. But there was people was enjoying it. The people stayed right to the end, and it was like.
Well, 700 views, mate. You must have been doing something right. Like that's a lot of numbers.
I was playing my own songs and rapping along to them, and then I was putting on instrumentals, well-known instrumentals, and rapping unreleased bars that I have. Because like I've been writing for like fucking years and years and years, and because I've only released 4 songs, doesn't mean I've only got 4 songs.
Yeah.
I'm going to release 4 songs in the next 4 weeks just for the crack.
I remember commenting. It was like, "Yo, do something on one of Nas's beats," or.
Yeah.
It's good that interaction you can get with people,
Well,
you were telling me about mixtapes.
Yes. I read the first mixtape I'm gonna drop. It's gonna be called "I Stole These Beats Off YouTube."
Yeah, that's a lethal name.
It's self-explanatory, man. I know a lot of people hate that.
I could compete with. I said the other day, I thought the best album title. I thought the devil was a culture. I think I could compete with it, like.
That's a good fucking man. Shout out to Trust on that one, and fucking DJ Green, yeah. But yeah, that's it literally was because like these tracks, man, I wrote them all 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on them, and it's sort of like because I wrote these tracks to YouTube beats, I felt like I couldn't use them because there's a lot of Irish producers and Irish rappers that hate on you because of that. But it's just like, fuck me, man. If I make good music, like, what do you want to do? Like, just deny it. Yeah. And like, I know I can't monetize it, but it's like you still get some sort of notoriety because of it. So it's just like. Fuck it, I'm going to make this mixtape with all these YouTube beats that I've stole, and I'm going to just tell you that I stole them off YouTube and fired up there and say that I've out there, like out there, do you?
Aye, mate, I think it's definitely a smart way to spin it too. Like, I don't see a problem with it. Like, if you're not profiting off it, What harm
This is
is?
exactly it. That was it. Like, you know, but that was why I sort of held back from doing it, because I was like, oh, these are good lyrics. I'm writing some good lyrics, like, and not just put them to a different beat, and then like, bam, beats off here and bam, beats off there. I've racked up about 15 beats that I've bought, and like, none of them were fitting to the music. You know what I mean? It was like, it sounded so
Mate,
much better on that first track.
I'll tell you something. See, last night,
Yeah.
I had a first at a spot to another beat. We done it with another track as well. Alex has made the beat around the first, and it's this one's actually turned out really really well.
He made the beat around the verse.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
Just the way you were saying, it's like, oh, I can't get a beat for this here. Like sometimes maybe that's a good way to spin it. Like actually try and make your instrumental to your vocals rather than your vocals to your instrumental.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's like, I know everyone's different with the way their styles and their abilities and how they go about things. And for me, like, I generally mostly write to the music.
Yeah.
You know, so like that track I'm writing that to, you know, if it's not like the standard sort of fucking BPM and length of a track, you know, it might not fit on anything else unless it's something similar. You know, so
That's
find
what I
yourself
mean. So for
boxed
like
in.
songs like that, maybe just like I can't find a beat to fit to this here. It's like get someone to make a beat to the lyrics rather than
Yeah. I think that there's a good perspective actually to put onto it. Like,
it's-
and also
it's
not
weird
everyone
too,
has not everyone has somebody though.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's just like it takes you to get involved in the scene and to meet this one, to meet
It's-
that one, to get introduced to that producer. It's just like
It's
not
reaching out.
everyone's able.
It's reaching out. Like if you don't talk to people, like if people don't, I think sometimes people are afraid to just go up to
Mate,
people and be
you
like,
hit the nail on the
"Can you
head,
help
mate.
me?"
We're grown ass men. You know what I mean? We're all adults now, and you know, like, nobody wants to run with the tail between their legs and ask someone for help. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like everyone likes to think they've got it all figured out, and really everyone's just fucking winging it. You know, you tell me a man that's fucking not, and I fucking call him a liar.
Yeah, that's definitely 100% true. Like everybody's just doing us. I take
Yeah,
every
but
day
we're
as
all
it
doing it because
comes.
we love it, and you know, if you don't do this, you're gonna sit and stare at the TV like everyone else, numb,
Like-
and you know,
Like if you asked
not-
me about this show, like if you asked me a couple of months ago, I'd be doing this. Not a fucking didn't have a fucking clue. It was just this lockdown happened, and it was like, right, we'll try something new.
yes, mate, and why the fuck not? Because it's sort of like taking advantage of the fact that everyone's going to be sitting at home with all the spare time, and now it's a beautiful time that it's like everyone is on the same level now. You know, now you just the TV stations are everywhere. It's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's fucking
Yeah.
Snapchat, it's TikTok. Everyone's got their own channel, so it's like who watches TV anymore? Everyone's streaming their shit. Everyone's on Netflix, so it's like this is a beautiful time for anyone to become some sort of a local celebrity, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. If you use it in the right way.
Well, mate, see, even for me too, it was like whenever I got furloughed, it was like I was in a bad way last time I lost my job, and I need to be productive, or my head's away with the fairies. Like, so it was like I
Yeah.
need something that's going to take up my week. So let's do this, and
No,
I'll definitely keep going after. Like, I think I'm going to start pre-recording like interviews.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then that way it won't interfere with work. So I'll bang out 4 interviews in a week, and then there's 1 month of content.
No, yeah, I feel you, man. Is build it. You start somewhere and to a point where you'll have plenty of people out there. You know yourself. Welcome to.
We'll get back to the mixtape anyway.
Yes.
So like, how many songs you thinking?
Well, I'd like to say 5. To be honest with you, it could probably be an EP, but because it's just a mixtape, yeah, just 5
Aye.
songs.
Yeah, 5 tracks, and then
5 tracks on the mixtape. So what I'm going to do is just release them all. I'm just going to drop them all every week, and but towards the end, maybe I'll just drop the last 2 at the same time. But to create a bit of momentum, bit of suspense, and fire them out
yeah,
one
man.
at a time.
It's probably better doing that too, cause like you'll get more eyes on a single each week than you would like maybe in one project in one lump sum. Maybe some songs will get overlooked.
Exactly, man. And like if you drop 5 songs, and only the favourite songs are going to get played. You know, sure, I done that last time. I had 4 songs out within 3 or 4 weeks, and you know yourself, the favourites was shown. But at the same time, it didn't matter anyway, because if a new person came and listened to your music, they're going to listen to all the songs anyway, and just to see what ones they prefer.
Look at look at Joyner Lucas, like what he done with that ADHD album. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's a smart idea. Like for me, like maybe the album didn't have as much buzz about it whenever it dropped, but like it was like he released an album every time he dropped a single because there was so much hype around them.
You have to be your own sort of engineer, marketer, networker, promoter, and get the thing out there. Whatever way you think is going to work best for you. Everyone's different. There's no rules to this shit. This is music. This is just get in there and do what you want to do. You know.
If it works, it works. It doesn't matter what way you do it. You know, as far as your promotion goes.
Yeah. So if that's it. Like so, that's why I just said fuck it. I'm going to drop this mixtape. But I'm working on an EP as well at the same time, and on the EP, that's going to have. Well, I'm trying to be primarily Irish producers, in the mainland. If England, you know, they've got one there. He was over here. I got the beat from him, but he's living in England now, and he originally is English.
Yeah.
But it's one of them ones. I'm going to try to keep it local. Try to support everyone. Try to get as many local producers on my own EP as possible, and keep it real that way. Like, but with the mixtapes, obviously, because of the nature of them, I'm using the beats I'm using.
Yeah, just like network with the community, you know.
Yeah, but it's just like I just wanted to come to the scene with a load of material, bit of diversity, bit of versatility, sort of more versatile than versatile. Shout out to versatile, and then I want to get the mixtapes out first because I want to drop the video when I'm dropping my EP.
Yeah.
So
it ties in with it. So like, there's this big hype behind it because you'll be getting loads of views from the video.
Yes, exactly. So building the hype up, creating the cloud around my EP drop by putting out the mixtapes, and yeah, man, just grinded, mate. Like grinding, like behind the scenes, and just, this is it. Like,
do you want to do any shout outs before we go?
Fuck me, man. Who didn't the shout out there? To be honest with you, basically, I finally shout out to everyone in the whole IHH scene. Everyone doing their part. You know, on and off the beat, behind the scene, man. I don't want to start mentioning names. Everyone I've shouted out there along the way. They've got the shout outs. I don't want to just shout out a few special ones at the end, but just shout out to everyone.
Just big up the scene in general.
Big up the whole scene. Big up yourself, bro, man, for doing this, like, and yeah, I'm excited for the future of Irish hip hop. 10 years time, who's going to be getting an OBE?